Alright, everybody, Kimbo White here. Just wanted to do a little recap of last night's fights. Let's see here, where to start. I was thoroughly disappointed in the fact that Brown and Sell's match was on the main card, and Kendall Grove and Brandon Beers was on the preliminary card. Now, I mean, I realized all this, of course, when I did the predictions, but you know, it hit me even more when I watched the fights, because I thought, man, that seems really dumb when I saw it, and I know a lot of people saw that, and those people were talking about it quite a bit, but you know, it was really dumb because, you know, I know Pete Sell is good and all, and then everybody talks him up, and you know, he gets a lot of credit because of Matt Serra, but you know, obviously it was obvious that Matt Brown's head and shoulders better. I know maybe if Sell wouldn't have caught that kick and those combos and could have got to the ground, maybe his ground game is a head and shoulders above Brown's. But Brown's good, rounded fighter, man. He's good on the ground, and he's good. He's a good striker, awesome striker, and I've liked him ever since the reality series when I first really picked up on the guy. Anyways, I'm gonna start off there with Kendall Grove. Can't remember the guy's name he was fighting, but impressive fight again from Spider, and I you know, look to see still good things out of Kendall, man. That dude's still a good fighter, and I'm not counting him out at all. Vera either, man. Mike Pat, wow, what in the world, man? That, you know, Vera loses a fight or two, man, and loses a couple of fights, and this is the caliber of person that they put him in the ring with on the prelims. I mean, that's almost disrespectful. It wasn't even a fucking contest, man. I don't know. I think Vera's top-notch fighter. I think he's damn good, and I think he's very underrated right now. And I really don't think he deserves to be that underrated. But obviously, after last night, we'll get to see probably Kendall and Brandon both back on the main card. So I'm not really too worried about it. Yeah, starting off with more of the main card fights. You know, Gray Maynard, man, he's obviously been tough in the past. It was a hard call for me to make. I picked Jim Miller. You know, you really can't ever go wrong picking Jim Miller. Jim Miller's a bad dude, and he came out strong in the first round. But Maynard, man, he just dominated the fight, and you know, almost won all 3 rounds, man. It was a fairly dominated performance. Gray Maynard, man, he's a tough dude, so he's, you know, watch out for Maynard, man. And let's see here. You know, I picked Gabe, man, to beat Carwin, and which was another, you know, really another lot of hard decisions on this one too for me, because a lot of these fights could have went both ways again. But you know, that punch was the punch from Carwin was impressive, man. For him to knock him out with just an arm punch like that was, you know, he shoved a little bit of shoulder through with it, man, but he wouldn't put much into that punch, and that is a heavy-handed, hard-hitting dude, man. For him to knock Gabe out like that, out cold. I tell you what, if it would have just been a knockout punch for me, I still wouldn't say. I wouldn't give him the cut that I'm going to give him now, and I'll tell you why. What the reason why I'm going to give him the credit that I'm going to start giving him? I say, yeah, man, Carwin's legit, and he's going to be a contender. He is a top contender in the heavyweight division right now, no doubt about it. And the reason I'm going to give the guy that credit is not because he knocked Gabe out with that right punch. Because I feel like if anybody got in that exchange and landed that punch on the button, that They went through it with the power that Shane did, but anybody could have knocked somebody out with that punch, throwing like that in their weight class. You know, it was straight on the button, and I know he didn't put much into it. Like I said, most guys wouldn't have the power he did in it. But anyways, that's not the most impressive thing to me. The most impressive thing to me was Gabe Gonzaga is the exact same size as Carlin. Okay, he came in at 257.5. He is one of the best in the world when he's got you on the ground, and he had Carlin on his back, started the ground and pound, and Carlin pushed his neck and back up against the fence, and just out of pure power stood straight up and gave Gonzaga on top of him. And then the exchange occurred where Gonzaga was knocked out. And not only that, after he powered himself up off the fence, he caught a couple of good shots from decent shots from Gonzaga before he landed that big punch, and still had the presence of mind to, you know, it didn't faze him a bit. I mean, you could tell like the dude said, he has an extra hard head, and I kind of believe him now because you know, he goes out with an all-out, you know, knock you out style. He's the type of guy that's going to go through you. He's not a boxer. He doesn't go out with his hands up. He goes out and he lets you hit him in the head and he hits you back. And I don't know, man. I think it'll be interesting. I still don't think if I think he'll get the winner of Congo and Hardonk. I think he'll get the winner of that, and then I think the winner of that will end up being if not number one contender for the heavyweight belt, you know, top contender. But most likely, I don't really see anybody else right now in the heavyweight division other than Frank and Brock being number one contenders. So, you know, after they fight at 98, you know, I see a number one contender match for one of their titles happening probably by UFC 100. I think if Congo can beat Hardonk, or Hardonk can beat Congo, however how it goes, one of them will get Carlin at 100. I think that'll be one of the first main card fights, and it'll get, you know, help draw some numbers for the big pay-per-view.